How do you dress for success at your job interview? Make sure that you bring out your inner rock star. The way that we dress really can change the way we feel about ourselves so much, and other people will see and pick up on that. So imagine the most important day of your life, whatever that may be. A business meeting, a wedding, a super important date. How would you want to dress that day to feel the absolute best about yourself and to impress the person or persons that you're going to be with? Dress that way for every job interview, because when we feel great about ourselves, it's going to come off to others in that job interview process. The next is to understand your company's dress code culture. So when you go into an environment, maybe they're wearing suits and ties, or maybe they're wearing t-shirts and jeans because it's an internet startup. And you want to understand what that company culture is like so that you fit in those situations. Which leads to my last point, and it's the very common adage that you should always overdress for an interview. It's never going to go wrong. But in some cases, you don't want to overdress. Because if going into a company where you stand out because of the way you dress and overdress puts a little bit of a barrier between you and your hiring manager, that might not necessarily help your case. So what's probably more important these days than overdressing is to understand how other people dress on a daily basis, what your hiring manager should be wearing, and wear something similar or a little better so that there's a sense of rapport and camaraderie in that interview process. If you follow all those steps on how to make yourself feel good and reflect well on others, then the way that you dress will give you an advantage in that job interview process.